Welcome, boils and ghouls. Tonight, we'll dive into the depths of the unknown, where the shadows hold deadly secrets and the darkness whispers terrifying tales of terror.
All right, let's all just take it down a notch here. There are kids watching this, you know?
Yes, be careful, Tails. You're scaring Knuckles, the poor dear.
I'm not scared. I'm considerate. You know, of children.
Well, it's time to put the kiddies to bed, chill seekers. Because tonight, we're going to scare up spine-tingling stories that will leave you howling with horror. It's the Tales Tube Scary Stories Spooktacular! Ooh! Rouge, why don't you startle us off with a story?
I'd be glad to. Of course, I hope you don't get too scared when I tell you this story is completely true. Long ago, in the depths of a dark, sinister lab, a brilliant scientist obsessed with immortality dared to defy nature itself. Stitch by stitch, he cobbled together his horrifying creation from forbidden fragments of chaos and darkness. Born from this dark experiment, the beast awoke, tortured, burdened with rage and turmoil, a living nightmare with a fractured soul and an unquenchable thirst for retribution.
Does this horrible creature have a name?
Yes.
Ah! Hey, Shadow. What's up?
Rouge called and asked me to show up at this exact moment. I assumed it was important, but now I see it was just for a stupid jump scare.
Guilty!
Nice one. You really got us.
I wasn't scared.
Then why did you scream?
That was a yawn. It's the way all echidnas yawn. I was just so bored by Rouge's story. Ah! See? Yawn. Not scary at all.
All right. Why don't you scare up a spookier story then, Knuckles?
No problem. I can scare you in one sentence. For sale. Baby shoes. Never worn. Because the baby's a ghost and has no feet.
Terrible.
Shadow, be nice.
I liked your story, Knuckles. Very efficient. All right, I guess I'm up next. This story begins on a moonlit night.
Wait, a moonlit night? Kind of like this one?
A moonlit night just like this one. Through the dense fog in the dead of night, a king and his loyal knights march through the inky blackness. The wicked king, driven by greed, has heard rumor of an ancient talisman buried deep within a pyramid. An ancient talisman that brings eternal life, but the receiver must make a terrible sacrifice. No price is too great for an eternal legacy, mutters the king under his breath. If it's a sacrifice to be paid, my loyal men will be plenty. As the king marches his men through the pyramid, one by one, they disappear into the darkness, dragged to a horrible fate that none could see. At last, the king lifts his torch, entering the chamber of the fabled talisman. "We've made it!" he exclaims, looking back to see none of his loyal team remaining. "I've made it," smiles the king, inching ever closer to the talisman. But as the king reaches for his prize, a chilling wind fills the room. "The prize! The prize!" they call, their souls now doomed to haunt this cursed place. "Yes, the price has been paid!" yells the king as he grabs the talisman finally in his greedy hands and... surprise, echo the voices even now. And on nights like these, if you listen closely, you can hear the tormented voice of the king, his spirit doomed to haunt these lands, doomed forever to cry.
Hello! Well, not exactly the reception you want when greeting your friends, but okay.
Sonic, we already started without you. What's taking so long?
Sorry, buddy. Just grabbing some snacks. I'll be there before Shadow can say trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
And here's a piece of candy for you, young man. I like your costume. Let me guess, some kind of grumpy starfish?
I'm not doing this. Chaos control!
Tisk, tisk. Not even a thank you. Kids these days.
A little late to the party, Blue. How unlike you.
Sorry about that. Hate to have kept you waiting, but Knuckles' stories are a little too scary for me.
It's okay to be scared, Sonic.
Thanks, buddy. But right now, all I'm really scared of is going hungry. Let's roast some mallows. All right, who's first?
All right!
Marshmallows! Well, it looks like our cackling crew is dying for some s'mores. But thanks for tuning in, dear booers. We'll scream you next time on Tails Tube.
You know, I take it back. I'm also scared of these puns, Tails.